All right, good morning. It's me, not Dave Montgomery. It's Beck's stunt double for Dave today on Wednesday 21 July. Which means, of course, there's a double whammy coming your way today. So it's this one, and then the noon with me, and then the 4 p.m. with Kels. All's good with Dave. He's off working elsewhere without much Wi-Fi. So you got me. Morning, Jane. Good to see Jane. You're first in. I haven't seen you for a while, Jane. At least not on my lives. And you're in first. Just me and you. Put kettle on. How are you, Jane? Come on, give me a headline. What's going on where you are? What's going on in Edinburgh? I don't know if you saw the pre-message, Jane. I've decided that today we're officially going to have an Hawaii 5-0 special. So you've got some options here. You can put 5-0 on the name of your location. So it could be Edinburgh 5-0, just to kind of see as it does have the same ring as Hawaii 5-0. You can add an O onto your name, so you can be Jane-O, i.e. I'm Bexo. Kim, we're having a Hawaii 5-0 special, so you can be Kim-O, and wherever you're from, your place, you put 5-0 on the end of it. Davina me, good morning. Davina, if you're wondering what's going on, I think you're a new name to my screen. I think I've seen you on some of Kelsey's. It's a Hawaii 5-0 special. Cambridge 5-0, Mayor, you'll be Glasgow 5-0. And keeping in the theme, you've got to put an O on the end of your name as well. So that makes me Bexo. You got Bolton 5-0 and Vivian O. Mayo, I'm not sure yours works. It makes you Mayo. I don't know. We won't do that one, Mayo. We'll stick with Mayo. But you can have Glasgow 5-0. Miss P, come on, play my game. You'll be Chris O in Dufferin 5-0. Can you see that I'm enjoying my own joke? Yeah, okay. Headlines from you could be even better. Margaret, morning. Grey and cooler. Not like Hawaii 5-0. Bolton 5-0. Aloha. You see, Vivian, you've gone the extra mile. You've gone the step extra. We got Edinburgh 5-0, Cambridge 5-0, Bolton 5-0, Glasgow 5-0, of course haven't 5-0. Or you could go for the option of Lulu. Instead of Honolulu, you could be haven't Lulu, Bolton Lulu. Now, Maya, that is such a big question. I can see the first line of your question, Maya. And then I need to click on see more to see the rest. So I'm going to open it later. And Maya, can I have a look at that? And it's a big one. I'll have a glance at your question, and it's probably more something that would come up in the noonday. Let me have a look at that and see if I can offer some more information in the noonday. Is that okay? Kim, I like yours. Kim's in Kimo, Upminster 5-0. Yorkalulu. Margaret, you might be the winner so far. Yorkalulu, not. Super G. Yeah, dog walkers. Don't get me on the topic of dog walkers. Not all dog walkers are the same. Let's just go for that. Bristol 5-0, you're in. Or Bristol Lulu. Francis, we're on a Hawaii 5-0 themed morning, just because we can, no other reason. Talbot Posse are in. Talbot 5-0. Now that would work, wouldn't it? That would work, I reckon. A couple of minutes to go. I think I jumped on a little bit earlier than I normally do, just because I was so excited about the prospect of Hawaii 5-0 special. Hey, simple things, please, simple minds, and that's what I am. Anything else to tell me, please? I might have got a delay on your happy face, Kim. It's either a thumb or a happy face. I don't know what bit you're laughing at, but Gillian with a G. We're playing Hawaii 5-0 Day. So you have to have a Hawaii 5-0 twist to either your location or your name. You don't have to. It's just a game. Morning, Maddie. What would you be? Dagenham 50. I think that works as well. Might work a bit, I think, Maddie-O. That might work. Maybe not. Sometimes it can feel a bit like square peg round hole. You know, doesn't work. A good comedian knows when to stop, as does a good artist. I think the closer we get to this movement snack, the better. I might have dug myself into a big Hawaii 50 hole. Holalulu, something like that. Anyway, let's get back to the business of movement snacking. I'm just stunt double for Dave today. He's working elsewhere, so you got me for a double whammy. Yeah, you know you're going to get it again at noon, don't you? The Hawaii 50 theme. Or I might pick a different theme. I'm going to go for themes for the whole of next week. I'm on 8 a.m.s next week, so you're going to get a different theme tune every morning. It is a bit warm, isn't it, Sandra? But you have gave me opportunity to say this is arguably the coolest movement snack of the day. Oh, thank you, Super G, for playing the game. Yeah, Patama 50 works. Dufferin 50, Dufferin Ronda 50, another hot one. Sheila's in. Morning, Sheila. Come on. Yeah, I think so too. Mum and Dad are out, sat in the garden already, hosing and drinking coffee. Right, let's do it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. My name's Bex Townley from Later Life Training, 8 a.m. movement snack. Let's do it in fast approaching month 16 of Make Movement Your Mission. Check your aria. We're going to do a top to toe, bottom up, inside out approach to getting your supporting parts active or more active, and your moving parts moving a bit more. Join in, watch, take from it what you want. Check you're feeling good and well. I am not in socks today. Sorry, it's because I've been in and out, and I've got shoes on. But if you're in socks, clear clutter, right footwear, all those things, feet hip width apart, lift a bit taller, shoulder blades back and down. Now it's warm, so let's just start steady, just gradually just kind of turn the dial on your moving parts. We're not going for pace, we're not going for high intensities. This is all steady, 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 lifting and lengthening through the centre, through your centrepiece. Extra involvement through the feet here, and you might want to take add-ons with upper body, 1 or 2, or keep it separate. Range of motion, quality of movement as opposed to the pace, the speed. Keep going on that, your standing prompts. Here's the sitting prompts. Where are you in the chair? You might be right in the back with your buttocks right in the apex of the chair. So if so, forward and lengthen. So it's not just the forward bit, it's the up bit. If you prefer to stay here where you are in the chair, then you're going to add in the moving parts. Things to check off your moving part checklist. Shoulders are down and relaxed, elbows fairly close to the body, hands relaxed, rhythmical fluid movement. Don't cut short the backwards movement, so make sure that you are kind of getting equi movement, front and back. The bigger those movements are, the more trunk you're going to get in there as well, and that's good, we want that. Trunks and supporting parts work with the moving parts, so there will be movement all day on the chain on this type of activity. If lower limbs are in your day, try a hip walk forward, buttocks just past centre. This makes for an easier stand if you're going to get to that part, but for now it just serves to offer more leg room to involve the ankles, the feet and the toes. Don't be drawn into my pace, so have a look at the movement and then have a go at it for you. I'm not leading the pace here, folks. I'm just saying it's steady, it's rhythmical, and the combination is for you to choose also. There's all moving parts with the supporting part through the centre. Might just be top, might just be bottom. That's it. That's your circulation booster done. Circulation is boosted. Take some pit stops. Feel how that relaxed posture compares to the active posture. Active postures should still be comfortable. You feel different when you're in this up and active position. So feel the difference between this and this. And hopefully you can feel and see how this really can support and optimize balance in sitting and standing, arm movements in standing, breathing, vision, all kinds of things. Right, ready. Top trio, shoulders first. Sit or stand as you choose. Starting with a steady straight up, straight down, like so. And then build that if comfortable. I'm going to turn sideways just so you can see that nothing's changing in my centerpiece. There's the additional movement through the top end. And this really is about shoulder blades moving around a supported middle piece, centerpiece, trunk. Are you breathing usually? Are you breathing normally for you? And you might find with these movements there is a natural flow of breath, for example, in and out, but that might not be the case for you. Just breathe how you want to breathe. So there's your shoulder and your shoulder bladey movements, all required for any movement requiring arms. Next two movements are above that one. It's the neck and the head. If you're in stand for this, folks, take up some extra support. Set up your supporting parts down the bottom end. And there is the head turn. Pause in the middle. I'm going to come closer, so you can see what's going on. So supporting parts are all underneath, doing their job to help support that moving part. Off your checklist of movements here, for this particular movement, if I just put my hands there, that just goes to show that the chin isn't lifting or dipping. I'm really trying to focus on that sideways glance. And how does that feel for you? Does that change what's happening to your supporting parts? Does that challenge you to keep those shoulders still? And of course, in daily life, the shoulders will turn and move. But here in the movement stack, we want to improve and enhance and isolate this movement here of the neck. Pause in the middle each time. This is significant. We've got 6 inches in between our ears here of loads of stuff, vestibular system being one. So there is potential there for a shift in how that feels. So we're not looking for, we don't want any dizziness or uncomfortableness here, which is why we take it so slowly and why we pause in the middle. We need this movement to see where we're going, glance over our shoulder, all these activities from daily living. Third one at the top end is this. There you go, not a lot going on in this profile from there, but when I turn sideways, hopefully you can see, with the posture set underneath, optimum lift for you, and there it is. And again, I put my fingertip here just to give you the reference that the head is moving away from the fingertips. My head isn't lifting or dipping again. It's a definite ease back, as if you're easing your head back into a pillow if you were in a lying position. And this is all part of perching the head on top of a lengthened, supported, optimum spine position for you. We are all different. Fundamentally, moving parts move in the same way, but we all have our own individual challenges and nuances to movement. So have a go at that. So that's your top trio of the top end. We are now just going to layer in, just to keep the circ boosted, a little bit more pedal through the feet there, a little bit more movement through the arms and shoulders, slower but bigger here, folks. And these rhythmical, kind of consistent, samey reciprocal moves where left and right do their thing symmetrically are going to have the effect of just shunting the blood around a little bit more, a light lift in the heart rate. That's all we're after. Centerpiece time, trunk trio in seated. Anchor your buttocks wherever you want to be. If legs are involved in your daily life, anchor those also. Remember, all of this forms part of your base of support. We're going to take a side bend, a turn, and an extend. Generally speaking, start the movement small, pause it, park it back in the middle, try both sides and ask yourself, how does that feel? What are you feeling? If you feel you've got a slump and a slink coming in, best thing to do is allow that to happen. Do it, switch off, take the rest, grow as much as you can again, and then take the movement. So the lift is part of the movement. And as you feel more confident that you can control the down and the up, remember, coming back up might feel a bit more effortful. Here we're coming up against gravity. Anchor the buttocks. If I turn sideways here, we're just going sideways, either side of there, folks. And you might want over time to bring in a bit of a reach on that as well. We need the side bend, probably because in life we're reaching down for something. It doesn't only apply to upright postures, of course. When we're lying down, we still need to side bend, perhaps, to grab bedclothes, for example. All right. The second trunk trio is the trunk turn. Take a pit stop, crowbar in any extra additional pedals or shoulder rolls, lift and lengthen and go for the turn and return. Same points apply for that base of support. And if you're in stand, of course, sorry I didn't cover the stand in side bend, wider stance, knees bent for that suspension effect, allowing for greater adjustments. There's your side bend in stand, folks. Remember, if you bend the other way, you're going to come away from the support. And here's the side turn, there, and a return, there. And in all of these trunky type movements, aiming to kind of keep the hips still. And this is purely so that we can focus on the moving part. That's not to say we must never move the hips when we turn, just to be clear. If we do move the hips when we turn, we're not improving the movement part that we want to improve. I hope I've been clear on that. So this isn't about thou shalt never turn their hips. It's about saying, if you fix your hips and turn, can you feel your middle bit working? If it is, we can certainly work to it, and I hope to improve that. Right, take a pause. These slow and ease and out of positions. Feel your way around these movements. Here's the third one of the trunk. It's the hey big extender. And if you're in an upright posture, you're part way there already. So if this is your upright posture, the back extension just takes us to there and return. And it might be comfortable to take a one hand slide to back pocket, the other hand slide, and then use that hand as an anchor to really lift and shift and return. No movement in the neck or head here at all, folks. It's all about, I talk about lifting your logo, there. So pressing the sternum forward, and you get this extra movement in mid upper back. We're going to need this for any upward reaching type activities. And actually, using the same analogy, not only in upright positions, so if we're face down, if you sleep on your belly, for example, again, we're going to need that type of movement to mobilize and turn and roll. Brackets, I know not everyone likes to sleep on the belly, but you know what I'm saying. We need these movements. They're in your daily life already, or perhaps they're not. Perhaps there's reasons why these movements are no longer in your day. We're just trying to get them back on the radar for you. That is your trunk trio. Third round of circ boost, a little bit more arm. Nothing gets faster in this circ boost. It just gets more rhythmical and hopefully more fluid, hopefully more comfortable, and it might get a bit bigger. If you go bigger, go slower. Here's some other options here in seated, there. That can also apply in stand, there, if you want to do that one. In stand, you might want to now put in perhaps some diagonal changes, get some toe point going on, really getting ready for making the most of ankles, feet and toes. You might want to randomise it a bit with a few double taps here and there. A little bit of light lift, a little bit of circ boost before ankles, feet and toes. In stand, press your toes and the balls of your feet, leave them behind, and if you consider your toe hinges, leave the ball of the foot behind and then raise the heel. So we're articulating the feet. Can you give your big toes a squeeze in between, so have a toe scrunch as well, involve the toes. And then the ankle movement, outside leg is the moving part, inside leg is the supporting part. Just check, I mentioned this yesterday in the noon day, no Larry hands on hip poses here, so make sure that you haven't done a hip shift out of there. Long, lifted, active, inside leg is a little bit bent, and there is your heel toe. So from face on, you can consider kind of two parallel lines there. You might feel that you want to step out and regain balance. That's good as well. Have the hand here for support. This isn't a balance activity, but it might challenge your balance. We don't want it to, therefore, thus use lots of external support there. Any additional movements that you need to step out is still of great value. Remember, we're relearning, we're retraining or enhancing movements. So any movements that are going to rehearse and practice reactive stepping in stand is A-OK and positive. In seated, lower limbs might not be in your daily life. Focus on the moving part that you most want to improve and enhance. Probably trunk, probably shoulders, or you might want to recall some of the sway movements from the 4 p.m. Now would be a good time to do that. If you do want the leg options, come back into full back rest. You've got two options. Here's the first one. Push and point through there. Keep this foot low to floor. So we're not looking for a straight leg. That is likely to impede movement of the ankle. So really low, point and flex. Be specific, both sides. This isn't a waft or a waggle, it's a definite press forward and return back. Learning, rehearsing the movement that the ankles need for confident stride. Another option is sit, hip walk forward, you might want this. As you can see, this one kind of replicates the standing option. You get extra hip stuff going on here, so it depends how long your legs are as to whether this will be comfortable. So select between this one and the one I've just shown you. And then to bring that all together, perhaps you can rehearse footful. Maya, your question that you put in the beginning, something like this can certainly help rehearse footfall so that you can see what's happening. Can you see and learn that footfall movement along with the posture on top? There's lots of little things that will contribute to improving walking. So Maya, this one is one example of something that has a place. If you are in stand, that also applies. So you could take more deliberate, longer strides perhaps if you're in stand with this external support. Bring it with you as you go there. Keep the hands slightly in front. And let's finish with some shirt offs there, single or double. So we're bringing in those side bend extensions, multiple moving parts going on in this one. Just to finish off, maybe some Bex hugs to boots. Keep the head lifted, make the most of this. This can have a bit of a flowing property from the 4 p.m. Make it yours. If it feels good, give it a whirl. You might want to crowbar in a few heel raises at this juncture. You might want to crowbar in a couple of knee bends there just before you launch into your day. That's it from Haven't Lulu. I'll be back with you at noon for the noonday And this is Bexo off of Hawaii 5-0, Haven't 5-0, signing off. See you here in 4 hours. Thank you, Bex. Thank you, Maya. All right, see you later. 4 hours, right back here. I'm going to get another. No, I think we'll stay on this theme tune. I reckon. I might change my mind. You know what I'm like. I'm so fickle. See you later.